Dr. Murthy, in the previous video, we began learning about dummification. How does this process work for categorical attributes with more than three possible values?
So essentially, any categorical attribute with three values, in this case, n values, that value is called cardinality. Okay, cardinality is the number of possibilities that categorical attribute has. If it has three possibilities, if the cardinality is three, you represent it as n minus one columns. And each one will then, each of the possibilities will then get a n minus one representation consisting of zeros and ones. Now, in the model, this can be treated as numbers. Now, you see, there is a problem here. It's not the best way to do this job. But for the past 60 years or so, from 1955 to 2015, people more or less used to just adopt it, knowing very well that this is just a rough edged approach. Okay, now we do it a lot better, but we'll get there later. Okay, but this is a very standard thing. You take your data with all numeric attributes and categorical attributes. Now look at each categorical attribute, look at the cardinality, and then code it into n minus one dimensional vector, each one. So if gender will be a n minus one, because the cardinality is three, I represent gender, each possibility as a two-dimensional vector, male as 0, 0, female as 1, 0, undisclosed as 0, 1. If it's countries, let's say there are 30 countries. Based on what we said, I will represent it as a 29. Each country will be 29 dimensional vectors. So India will be some 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, comma. You can put whichever, as long as you're consistent. Always you have to represent India like that. USA will be 1, 0, 0. Each country will, you can assign from your database. If there are 30 countries, 29 dimensional vector. First will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Second one will be 1, 0, 0, 0. Third one will be 0, 1, 0, 0. Fourth one will be 0, 0, 1, 0. Like that, in 29 things, you can fully represent the vector. So each of the possibilities. So one of the things that you can understand now is, if I have many categorical attributes, my data will add many columns. If there are 100 categorical attributes, 100 numeric attributes, my data will only have 100 columns. If there are 100 categorical attributes, each one with 5 or 10 5 potential values, then I'll have 4. Each one will be represented by 4 columns. Then 100 times 4, 400 columns. So during the processing time, my data size grows, not the number of rows, but the number of columns. But that's the standard way of handling structured data: numeric, categorical, and ordinal.
Dummification can get so lengthy and arduous as the cardinality of a categorical attribute increases. I hope the process is easier for ranked attributes.
Now, ordinal, on the other hand, I can probably get away without doing this. I can just treat it as a number. For example, if I have a rank here, again, this is assistant, this is manager, this is GM. Now I can call it 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then I can treat these as numbers, because I do know 3 is greater than 2, which is greater than 1. Though I have to be careful now. Really, if manager is much bigger than assistant and general manager difference is small, probably I should call it 1, 4, 5. So I should give them higher gap. It's very difficult, manually to do these things. So there are better ways of doing today these problems. But originally, until even 2010, 2012, people were spending a lot of time on engineering things like this, engineering data like this. Numeric, leave it as is. Categorical, dummify it. Ordinal or ranked, you can code it into some meaningful numeric system. Okay, So that is structured data. Unstructured data, hey, you know what? You have text, you have audio, you have video. We don't know how to represent them yet. Okay. Images can be represented as pixels. When we get there, we will look at it. But for the time being, let's deal with structured data. Okay. Good. So that tells us what we need to know about data, structured data, unstructured data.